Our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Let me take this moment again to say welcome back, and this is your Moray, Dr. Yeshu. I want to thank you for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your comments, and thank you, my brothers and sisters, for your prayers. I'm going to encourage you, my brothers and sisters, to like many viewers, but not as many like. And so we're going to ask you, it don't take much, just click that like. As soon as you get on there, you know, I am not going to give you garbage. I'm going to give you the real thing. I'm going to give you the word. And so you don't have to worry about me saying something that, you won't like, But, if you're following my Bible study series, you know that I give you the real thing. Okay, and you can go back when I say something, and you can use your Hebrew, right? And you can follow behind and check, and check to make sure that what I say is just exactly what the scripture said. Okay, so he said in the last session, he said, I will take heed to my ways. All right, look at the word ways, because we talk about taking heed, but we never use the word ways. And let us look at the word ways. I will take heed. This is what he said. I said, I will take heed. Okay? And so, my brothers and my sisters, this heed, taking heed here, was the word shamar. Okay, shamar, to take heed, to which was to keep, to watch, to preserve. Okay, and we went on and we talk about being circumspect and things like that, and that we're a keeper. Yahweh expects us to keep ourselves pure, clean, right? And how do we build an edge around plants to protect it? How we protect ourselves? We protect ourselves through reading His Word and prayer, and trusting the Ruach to lead us, into all truth. And so we have that as our backup, our security. Okay, and so our ways here is the word derek, and it is dalet, resh, and kaf. And the word here, my brothers and my sisters, is it means like a road, a way, a distance, or a journey, a manner. Okay, and derek, and so what it's saying here, my brothers and my sisters, is that along the way, along the way, away from are you traveling? Okay, just use for example, you're traveling, right? You're away from home. You're going on a trip, and you're going to need certain things with you on the trip. You're going to make sure you have enough gas if you're driving. You're going to make sure you have a map, or these days you don't use map anymore. These days we use we have the app where you can go in and make sure the road they're going to travel, right? If you're going to go on toll road, you got to have money to pay the toll. You got to prepare for the trip. Okay, you got to prepare for the trip, and you also have to have rest. So as you go along the way, you're going to have to stop, go to the bathroom and stretch a little bit, and all of those different things. You have all of these things that you got to do. But my brothers and my sisters, I wanted to notice this. We have to prepare ourselves. We have to prepare ourselves for the journey. We know that this journey takes patience, but we're not going to get there If it's a long trip, you're not gonna get there overnight. And my the kids used to say, Daddy, when we gonna get there? We're almost there. We're almost there because they're so eager to get there. But it takes sometimes you have to stop and sleep, rest a little bit. If you want to get there safely, you got to, all of these things you got to take into consideration. So, the way here is basically talking about a conversation, the manner of life, the custom. It's a journey, my brothers and sisters. And it comes from another word, darak. Darak. And it's a road as trodden, and from a figurative point of view, it is referring to a course of life or mode of action. A course of life or mode of action. And it's like along the way, away, because of, the conversation here, my brothers and sisters, sometimes we refer to it as a custom, or the manner of, practice, right? Sometimes we're a passenger traveling. It's always this. It's a journey. We're traveling, we're moving, and it's the same with our lives here. We are strangers here. Sometimes we act like we're going to be here forever. No, we are here temporarily. Temporarily, my brothers and sisters. Sometimes you can live to be 100+ years. It's still temporary because you're not here forever. Not on this earth forever. We are strange, and especially for us as Hebrew Israelite, this is not our home. We are pilgrims. We are in a strange land. Okay? We're in a strange land. It's not our land. Okay? We're here as like, it's like you're a hostage, But you understand the term. We this is not our dwelling place. We're here just for a short time. So we're traveling towards, and whithersoever we go, this is a trip, it's a journey. And we come, we go over, and we have guide, to lead us forth. The primitive root here is to tread, or by implication to walk. Our life, my brothers and sisters, we walk according to the way that Yahweh would want us to walk. And so we follow a certain pattern. Okay, it's like there's one way to string a bow, and it's to string the bow the way the bow is supposed to be string. Otherwise, when you put it in the arch and try to pull it, you're not gonna hit the target. Everything has to be just right. Sometimes if not right, you may miss and hit a target, but it's just some mistake. But you walk. You walk, my brothers and my sisters. You walk according, and there's some rules that we have to follow. In our walk, there's some rules that we have to follow, my brothers and my sisters. So to walk with Him, right? It's direct, means to walk, is to lead forth. To lead forth this, so tread down. Okay, and then as we tread down, my brothers and sisters, there are going to be obstacles, and we have to find a way to jump over those obstacles, those hurdles that is set in a way to hinder us from accomplish this walk, this journey that we are in there. Okay, so praise be to the Yahweh. Praise be to Yahweh. He says, he said, I will take heed to my ways. And why? Why are you going to take it? Why? Why the purpose you want to take heed? So that you do not sin. So that I sin not with my tongue. The word sin here is the word kata. 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 And it is chet, tet, and aleph. And my brothers and sisters, what this word is saying here is that to sin is to miss or to go wrong. To miss or to go wrong. To sin. That's what he's talking about here. To miss or to go wrong. He says, in other words, is to bear the blame. You've done something wrong. You're bearing the blame. It's like you're missing the mark. You're not supposed to do that, but you end up doing it. Paul said, it's not me who do it, it's a sin that is within me. Because when you want to do right, evil is present. The things that he wants to do, he doesn't do it. The things that he doesn't want to do, that is what he does. And this is what happened here. We have a heart, we have a mind to do Yahuwah's will. But my brothers and sisters, the flesh is weak. And you know what? We have to pray that Yahuwah will give us the strength so that the flesh doesn't take over. The natural man doesn't put his head in and say, well, okay, now is my time. You know when it is time? When you don't pray, when you don't read his word, when you don't listen to good advice from, men of Yahuwah. People who are walking with Yahuwah, serving Yahuwah, who knows and experience, the walk, the journey. We got to. He said, I will take heed. I said, I will take heed to myself that I will take heed to my ways. The ways is ways that you don't sin, that I sin not. So, my brothers and sisters, Yahuwah, he cleanses us, okay, from all unrighteousness. And we have to determine in our hearts and our mind that I'm not going to commit a sin. In 1 John chapter 3, verse 1, I say, he that is born of Yahuwah, sin not. And, sinneth not. Means that you don't continue. There's a participle, present participle used there. That means you don't continue to practice sin. Okay? You don't continue to do it. Right? And so we sin by fault. And when we sin, my brothers and sisters, a harm has been done. A person who sinned has committed something. A harm has been done. And then generally a loss is involved. Because you see what happened there? You may lose something and other people may lose something. Property. But we lose our fellowship. We lose our fellowship with Yahuwah. Because Yahuwah said we shouldn't do it. And we cannot be sinful, having sin in our lives, and then having fellowship with Yahuwah. We can't do that. And if we do that, then it means that we are disobedient, because it says sin shall not have dominion over you. Because you're not under the law of sin and death anymore. Yahuwah sure freed us from the law of sin and death. We are bound to the moral law of Yahuwah, my brothers and sisters. The 10 Commandments, we are bound to that, because in Psalm 19 it says it is perfect and it converts us. It converts us. But the law of sin and death, Yahuwah has freed us from that. And we should not be back under that bondage. Remember what Paul said? When I try to do good, sin is present. And then he talks about it. I say, oh wretched man that I am. And I say, who shall be able to free me or to deliver me from the body of this death? He count the law of sin and death as a death, like he pulling around a dead body. That what it used to be as a judgment upon people who kill someone willfully. They would tie that dead body on a person, the person to pull that dead body, scarp around. My brothers and my sisters, Yahuwah, he wants us. Yahuwah wants us, my brothers and sisters, to take heed to our ways. So we have to take heed to our ways, that we sin not. We sin not with our tongue. Okay, all right. So we see here then, this word, sin here, it has a come from a primitive root. Properly means to miss or hence. To sin by inference, to forfeit, to lack, expiate, to repeat, my brothers and my sisters, laid astray. We're laid astray. We condemn when sin is a condemnation, my brothers and my sisters. And so we bear the blame. And we have to be cleansed from the sin that we committed. That harm that we have done. The loss, my brothers and my sisters, to us, and loss to others, loss to our family, loss of fellowship, loss of blessings, because we have offended. We are offended. When you're a sinner, when you do something wrong, you become an offender, And so what happened there? We have to trust Yahuwah now to purge us, to purify us. And so when he does that, we make reconciliation, my brothers and my sisters. Okay? And it's when we make the reconciliation, you're going to cause all these things to, this sinful thing, this sinfulness, this trespass that we have committed, my brothers and sisters. When we have to reconcile to him. I like what he said in Corinthians, be ye reconciled to Yahuwah. To come back to him to say, look, Yahuwah, I have sinned. I've done wrong. Many times we don't want to come up to that fact, my brothers and sisters. Many times we don't want to humble ourselves. Don't be like some of these politicians who say, oh, I've never done anything wrong. They're sinning all it by just saying that. That's alone. That alone is a proof that the person is a sinner. That, it is what I said, that I sin not with my tongue. The tongue, okay. The tongue here. This tongue, my brother and sister, it does a lot of evil. Right? We say things, we use it to bless Yahweh, and at the same time, many people use it to curse, to swear, to say evil. All manner of wicked stuff comes out of this mouth. And this is what he said here now. He said, I will keep my mouth with a bridle. A bridle is what they put in the horse's mouth, right? To be able to turn them, but we have the sting in the mouth. When it try to go the wrong way and you pull on it, it hurt the tongue, it hurt the mouth. And so they obey and try to go right, you know. So you want to keep the shamar here again, shamar, to keep watch and to preserve, my brothers and sisters. That's what he talks about. I will keep watch, you know. I will preserve, I will watch. You know, we dealt with shamar a few minutes ago, shin, mem, and resh, and you know, this is the word shamar there, and we talk about that. So, you know, we're gonna save some time on this instead of going back over the same thing. Unless you just coming in, you know, unless you, for the sake of those. But what it's all about here is to be circumspect. It's to take heed to ourselves. It's to be a keeper, you know, of the self. Yahuwah keeps us, and the rock keeps us, you know, but we have our job to play. We have to also, you know, do everything we supposed to do, to edge around, to guard around, you know, you know, to guard, to protect, you know, to be circumspect, to attend to. We got to do it. And how we do it? Do it through prayer, reading the word, applying his word to our lives, doing what his word said we have to do. Otherwise, my brothers and sisters, if we don't do that, we are going to continue to fail. Okay, we're going to continue to fail. He said, I will take heed to myself that I sin, and I will put a bridle in my mouth. I will keep my mouth with a bridle, he said. While the wicked is before me. While I'm in their presence. I'm in their presence. I'm not going to do nothing for them to have an occasion, you know. But he said the word mouth here is the word pay. You know, I will keep my mouth with a bridle. Okay, the word pay here, the mouth, my brothers and my sisters, is the Hebrew letter pay, or the Hebrew consonants. Pay, mouth. It is pay and hey. That's where you get the word mouth there. Pay. And just basically talking about the mouth is according as a, you know, but this amount is a point, you know, it's a cent. But this mouth also, you know, we get a commandment from this mouth. We use this mouth to eat. We use the mouth to edge, to end. Come from another word, pa'a, means mouth, it means, you know, literal or figuratively, my brothers and sisters talk about speech. You know, specifically to edge, you know, it means to appoint or to assent, a command or commandment, you know. End, it means entry, it means a file, a hole, you know, in mind, his mouth, part, portion. We talk about saying, sentence, you know, sound, speech. We talk about that. Wish, word that comes from the mouth. We are going to stop here, my brothers and sisters, and we're going to come back, and we are going to come back to verse 1 because we still have a little bit to say in verse 1. And then we're just going to ask you in the meantime to be a blessing to someone and walk with the King. Shalom.